Hi everybody, welcome back to NotTFC, episode 8 with me, Sid. And if you captured the stream, or saw the stream, you will have seen that last episode we went on a massive great trek for kitchen utensils. I haven't fixed the loot crate bug yet, the loot chest bug yet, but we got the kitchen done. And we did a whole load of work on the walls, and I've continued that, and I've varied some more of the planks up. So each of these planks now has, we've got 3 currently in there. I've got a bit of room for this dark, this ironwood, but I don't have a huge amount of it. So we've got oak with a birch spike, spruce with an oak spike, dark oak with a spruce spike, and that currently with a oak spike. They're all slightly different heights. They are all varied throughout. So I'm liking that, and I'm not going to do any more with that this episode. That is me done with bloody walls for this episode, because that is painful. Like most chisels and bits, it takes a lot of effort to actually achieve anything in chisels and bits. Now, that's not to say that it's not worthwhile. It just takes effort, and yeah, so we need to continue these walls around. Anyways, I've left those down there as my little guides. My efforts for this episode are going to be a little more prosaic. So I want to make a trough. That's my first thing. Trough. Now a trough uses iron by default, and it has been requested that, in fact, I will make a note on one of my, I've got a piece of paper that's not covered in garbage notes. There we go. That will do it. Always keep a piece of paper on your desk. So trough, add a copper recipe. So we will add a copper. I mean, iron isn't a problem, but you know, we will add a copper recipe. So a bit of iron. I'm going to make 2 or 3 of those troughs. That's a good idea, I think. How are we doing in there for? Okay, we'll pour another one of those, because I've still got 44 iron clusters to smelt as well. We're not shy of iron. We actually really do need to start thinking about starting working here soon. Right, so armed with that, let's go down and have a look. I think I've left most of my wood outside actually, so, but we got a little bit, so we'll get some sticks, and we shall do that and that. And then I'm going to take barley. I don't know whether this, in fact, let's just try it with one. Place the trough down. Do you work with barley? You do not, you swine. Okay, fine. You don't work with barley. What about wheat? Do you work with wheat? We have a little bit of wheat in there. We should have a whole lot more wheat up here. Not in there. Probably in there. Now I know you work with wheat. And we should just top up our water. And that's not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. I'm kind of, well, actually I should. While my inventory is not a complete pigsty, I should actually do some wheat, 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 wheat. Oh, you only stack 16 deep. It's all right. Hunger overhaul to the rescue, and we'll get rid of you. Right. So the other thing I wanted to check is, have I got any leashes? Because I don't know whether I have or not. I haven't got any leads or leashes. Can I make them? I can make them like that. Slime ball and string. Okay. Slime ball. Yeah, we'll just add a string. And we'll make ourselves a leash. Lovely. Well, make 2 leashes, in fact. So, oh, and blah, 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 blah. Fences. Fences would be nice too. I can never, the way they muck around with fence recipes, it's just planks and thing. And I don't think have I got any oak at all in here? Yeah, I have. I've definitely got sticks as well. I have. So we should be good. Yeah, okay. Let me make a bunch of those. 15 will be enough for the time being. This is only a temporary thing. Hoofer. So, milk and cows and nighttime. Animania is a particularly interesting model, and one of the reasons I thought it fitted this particular pack is whilst the juveniles do grow quite rapidly compared to TFC, which obviously the juveniles in TFC take a long time to grow, as they should, because they're animals. They're not, you know, bacteria. They you basically they're born and then, you know, well, let's not beat around about the bush. A adult pig is probably a year or so old by the time it's at the point where it's this huge, massive, great porker that we all know and love. Strangely, the clean little pink fellows that everybody goes, look at these little piglets, and they're often very young. You know, usually just before. Git. That's what happens when you try to talk to people. You just can't have nice things. I didn't even see that. I'm going to have to watch that video back to just see how blind I actually was there. I'm guessing it was pretty damn blind. That'll do for now. We've filled the hole. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so we have this mental image of animals being cute and fluffy and little cute lambs and little sheeps and little pigs, and whereas an adult female sow weighs roughly about half a ton, probably twice the size of this, and is incredibly, surprisingly long in their body. Now we've got a Holstein bull there, which is, it's very interesting, but we can't milk a bull. Well, you can try, but I guarantee you won't want the gold cap that comes out, shall we say. Right, I did see around over here somewhere, however, a moose cow, a Holstein cow. We have got a Holstein cow. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh man, it's broke. Broke the lead. Do I have to do this the hard way and pull you down instead? There we go, come on. I can get the bull at a later date. This cow is hungry and thirsty, so we're not going to get anything out of this cow right now. It is not a happy cow. As cows go, it is thoroughly unhappy. Now we can bring it over here, and with a bit of luck, if it's got any degree of sensibility. Right, you're in water, come on. Well done, you're no longer thirsty, good. You are hungry, however. So let's take him home, or her home I should say. We'll probably give her a name as well. Oh, hello, well fed. Interesting. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. No, Mrs. Cow. Come on. Let's just let this cow forget that I was the person who just beat it with a bucket. What's this? Is this a bull or a cow? It's a bull. We do want a bull, but we don't want a bull right now. Have you had a chance to forgive and forget yet? Are you I'm so sorry, Mrs. Cow. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, let's take the cow home. At least we can get it into an environment which is somewhat conducive for this. And then obviously you can only milk it every so often as well. So we need to get that. And I'll try and get a bull in there so we can get some babies breeding as well. And ultimately we'll get a herd and everything will be good. Okay, I'm going to get this home. I'm going to get a fence around it, and I might try and get a bull as well. See you in a moment. Alright, we got the cow. It's not a very big pen for the cow, but that doesn't matter. What we can do is, in fact, I can probably therefore take that. And I'm a bit. This. Let's have a look at this. Come here. Out of the way. Shoo. My concern is that this here is quite tall, and a cow who was so minded may be able to clamber out of a pen with that in it. However, that is not a problem. You're thirsty again, so what I need to do here, I think, is grab a couple of buckets of water and make you an infinite water source that goes under the fence, so you can't drink all the water blocks. This is the problem. These buggers will drink the water source blocks and let themselves. They're not the most intelligent critters in. They're not the most intelligent creatures in the world. He says, flooding. There we go. Now with a bit of luck, thirsty cow will have a drink. Come on, thirsty cow. Having a little think about it, but we think we do need a bigger field for these for definite, and they'll probably be off the island ultimately, and then we can get them breeding and yada yada. But this cow is destined for greater things once we get to the point that we can get a milk job on it. I'm also going to top that off, and let's just. Alright, we're just waiting for this cow to get to the point where it's happy enough to let me milk it. Because at the moment it's not a happy cow. It's a very unhappy cow in many respects. So we'll have a little snooze, and I'll be back as soon as the cow is feeling in a more milkable mood. Alright, I cannot get that cow to produce milk. It's thick. I've increased its pen size. It's got 2 troughs, one with water, one with food in it. I've bone mealed the ground. It's hungry. It's thirsty. It's being a right miserable little cow bag, quite literally. However, if this is right, I will be incredibly impressed, because in farming, you don't just get a cow and milk it. You know, it works on the basis of most mammals. You know, you need to get. Come on, well, come on, Mr. Bull. There we go. You need to get a bull and a cow, and the bull and the cow have to get, well, fruity. And eventually, after the bull and the cow have got fruity, she's well fed and she's pregnant, and there's 20,000 ticks remaining before we get a baby. However, once they're pregnant, they should. If I can get in. Are you going to let me in there, Mr. Cow? I don't know if you have to. Maybe we have to wait till the baby's born. I don't know. It seems a very, very realistic mechanism, which in itself is good. I don't mind realism, but I do mind it when it makes life awkward. See, I put wheat in there and they're not eating it. They tend to go and eat the grass. So God only knows. But of course we've got this fella and we've got this girl here, and with a bit of luck we'll get some milk soon. In the meantime, I am going to continue on just popping down blocks for the wall, so I will see you in a little while. Alright, baby's about to drop. I checked the Animania wiki and well, the Animania page, and indeed a cow has to be both happy, fed, not thirsty, and have had a baby cow before you can milk it. I'm impressed by the level of attention to detail that went into this mod, because this is a completely different ball game to anything that even TFC you could milk cows once you'd familiarise them, whether they'd had babies or not. So yeah, that was there, and here we go with a... No, that didn't. That was... Man, there is the cutest little thing in the world. Okay, now question. You are ready to be milked. Okay. So, do I have to... Come on then. Come on. How the hell do you... eat? You're hungry, there's food everywhere. Look, even this little fella's well fed. There's food in the trough, there's water in that trough. Ready to milk but hungry, and I need... you stay there, little fella. So I think I'm going to need to hand feed it or something, I don't know. It's being a bit of a pain, I'll say that much. Now they do like flowers apparently, and trying to think what else we could try. I mean, there's wheat, obviously that's always a good wheat. Take a little bit of that, but I mean there's wheat in the trough. I don't get it. It's just being stupid cow really, I suppose. So we'll have a little snooze. I've done a little bit more on the wall while I've been waiting, not a lot. It's well, if I'm honest, it's a bit tedious at times, but we'll get there, and we'll be fine and dandy. And I didn't actually shut the gate. That was very naughty of me. So we've got baby cow, we've got mummy cow, and they're even getting on fruity because they are things. Now you are hungry and thirsty. Crying out loud. Oh, hello. You don't want it, you're well fed. I want your mum. Let's try that. I mean, that is not... not changing at all, is it? Come on. Let's top that off. I don't know what else I can do to make this cow eat. I mean, there's food. It is not... Ah, are you going to eat? Are you going to be not hungry in a second? Because you are ready to milk. Come on. You know what? I'm just going to have to leave it until it decides that it's not hungry. I don't really know what else I can do. I've expanded the pen. It's, you know, everything's bigger now. I've done this little bit more wall. I haven't done the tops or anything. I've just literally been throwing in the planks or the logs. How far we're going, we'll do it. But I'm just going to wait for these guys, this bloody cow, to not be hungry, and yeah, and I will see you in a bit. Got it. I actually don't care about the cow now. I've got what I wanted. I just kept on feeding it flowers, and suddenly it went, there you go, have some milk. I think it was happy enough. Now, I actually don't want to keep cattle. Cattle are a pain. I don't want to keep them. What I actually want to make is a milk jar. Let me go in here. Milk jar. Glass. Logs. Glass. Have we got some ordinary? Yes. I've got. I've got. Well, that should do. So we can go with glass. And we got a log. And we got a bucket of milk. Now that isn't probably going to work. So what we're going to have to do is put it in there to get a bucket of Minecraft milk. And then we can pop that in. And there we go. Milk jar. Not a great deal of good on its own, admittedly. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that dirt for starters. We're going to leave the chamomile and the bone meal. And I'm going to head over here, and we are going to grab 1, 2, 3, and those, and we're going to make Etho's favourite toy. Well, no. Oh yeah. Don't accidentally drop it on myself. And then we are going to... Right, what we need to do, I think, is we'll do this here. Make a hole, and we're going to stick our jar there. And then we are going to... like so, with a bit of this going on, and then we're going to get Mum. Come on, Mum, can you get through this? You can't, can you? Okay, not a problem. You are going to come over here. I need to... Come on. Do you... Oh, I bet you don't fit, do you? Right. Damn it. So what we need to do is we need to get Mommy Cow easier said than done by the looks of things. Go on, Mummy Cow. That should do us. Now, here's a question. I don't know the answer to this question, so I think we're going to have to try it and find out. I'm going to have to go and grab some pistons, or a piston or two, and see if we can't compress that into that corner. I suppose the other way to do it might be with a water flow. That might work better. Let's I've not tried this with the Animania animals, so right. Cow is over the top there. I'm going to try the pistons. I'm not going to trust it to do that. Baby cow's going to be fine. I'll tell you that. Oops. It will more make you feel better, won't it? And let's go. How are we for Pistione? 1, 2, 2 will be fine. And we should have the makings of a lever. So yeah, that'll do the trick. Right. So now what we need to do is get that cow. I don't know whether this is necessary, by the way. I'm just taking it, playing it safe because, you know, reasons. And we shall do that with a little bit of the... Whoops. All right. That didn't work so well, did it? Crap. I've just lost my lever now. Nope, no you don't. Alright, what I need to do then is try this again with tell you what, let's take the water stream out of the equation, shall we? And let's try and hup, hup, hup. Right, how am I going to do this? Come on, in. Come on, Mrs. Cow, in. Right. Better. Let's try that again. This is somewhat painful. Right. Let's try this again after we've slept. Right, and we shall go. Baby cow is getting a bit bigger, a bit older. Damn you. Oh God. Now we've got a cow in there. Not good. Alright, that's not going to work then, is it? Does this even draw? It worked. We actually got 2 cows in a jar. We should have just gone with it. There you go. So we got a cow in a jar. And a cow in a jar is a great tool because it now means our dairy situation is completely fixed forever, which is good. And sorry, monsieur, but you are unnecessary. Nice bit of raw beef, though. Okay, let's go and place our jar. I'll just eat that because we're running out of flow and food. Let's go and place that, and I'll see how long we've been recording. But man, that took some effort to get that. And what you should see there is it is actually filling up with milk. It will store 8 buckets and it just fills up over time, albeit slowly, but that's fine. We can live with slowly. Anyway, that is one element of the kitchen work done. We're going to need, eventually we'll be able to make so you've got all of these things we can make. This is pretty good. Surf and turf, large meal. You could do it by absorption, but you know, we've got a range of options. Now what we're shy on is protein, and if I were, for example, to go and throw the steak in there, we probably get more options. Do we get anything? We can make a steak. Okay, we can make liver and onions. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. And if we were to make a steak, we can. Did I just? Oh, I didn't put any coal in. That's handy. Yeah, you need fuel in that, otherwise it won't do anything. And that nearly cooked my steak, which I didn't want to do. So yeah, that is useful. Let me. I'll place that away for now. We've got some other bits and pieces that I want to do urgently, and one of them is we do need to tackle this immediate problem of what's the word? The immediate problem I have of protein. That's the word I'm looking for. We'll get there eventually. So we need to go and search for a jungle edge. And that is, the nearest one is that direction, the same direction as the mesa, but nearly twice as far. However, there is no avoiding it. We are going to have to head out that way. So let me stock up on, right, let's have a look. Let me just check my situation. I don't need that. And we can break you down into those, and they can go in there as fuel. That's sorted. I'll take a few items of food with me because it's always handy. And if I've got, I don't know what we got in here that might be, no. Take well, we'll take that roast. There you go. I'm going to drop this wood off. We'll also drop off, just make sure my inventory is as empty as possible, because en route we can call in and grab some more of the loot from that thing. And yeah, I think that's going to be while I can do the travelling without being on camera. That's the one thing you can't do easily on a live stream, is lots and lots of travelling, because you know it's, well, travelling. But yeah, let's go grab the boat. We'll drop off this stuff first and I'll tidy all that up later. But this is starting to look, I'm liking the way those logs differ. They're still a little bit uniform in their shape, but I think that's just, you know, a downside of Minecraft logs. There really isn't much you can do about that. We got you, we got that. I think we're okay, so we shall depart on a voyage of discovery, and well, I will see you when I get so far along. Back in a bit. Alright, we're about halfway there. I'd stopped off, and you know what I've done, exactly the same as I did last time. I stopped off en route and picked up a whole load of food, and of course what I've realised is I've now filled my inventory with even more food. We'll take you. A weekend picnic. Num 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 num. Most of this does not stack. We'll take that. What have we got? That can go. That won't stack any further in there. But we can leave that. I'm not worried about any of the actual items in there. So, oh well. This is, we'll stick a journey map icon on. New food stash. Nom nom nom, save. There we go. So we're here. I've come through there and I'm just on foot at the moment, and we are heading this way for about another 3,500, basically about the same again. I'm doing it, well, I'm doing it on foot because I really have no choice. So it's ground, you know, boats don't work so well on dirt, but I mean, I could have tried to skirt around on the boat, for example, but I chose not to. So, yeah, I'm at 30 odd minutes. God, that scared me off to death. That is that a healing? No, it was recharging with its super duper chargy electric power. I heard that. I don't know where you are, but I heard it. Oh, you're probably down in this, aren't you? My bow's better than yours. I don't want anything other than the experience there, but there you go. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to continue on. I'm not really looking for resources at this point. I'm just trying to get from A to B. So unless things crop up which are like wow or awesome or totally, you know, totally worthy of me bringing it up, then you probably won't see me until we get to the jungle. Coal, yeah, we'll survive without that. We'll get rid of that stick. I don't really need it. So yeah, I will see you when I get a bit further on. 2,800 blocks to go, and we've reached somewhere mountainous. There's only one way to deal with this. Slime boots for the win. Yeah, if I had couple those with cyclic climbing gauntlets, and I would be happy as a pig in pig doo. Pig doo doo. Oh, hello. Limonite. Ah, we're too far away. That's quartz by any chance? Yeah, we've got loads of quartz near us. I would make a note, I think, if I come across any kimberlite, because that, even though I've got another reserve that I've not mined, I mined one and got a reasonable amount of diamonds. I haven't actually come across any more in my travels, so it's possible that is rarer than I think, and it's, you know, I've just been very, very lucky. Oh, wow, they are really pretty. Bachelor's button. I sometimes wonder with these plants mods, you know, whether they're just making up names or whether these are actually based on reality things. Gerber or Daisy, I'm fairly certain that's a real one. It rings a bell. But anyway, not much else to say really. I'm just struggling along, but it's not every day you get the opportunity to jump off a mountain on camera, albeit in a game, and you know, it wasn't really that dangerous. But you know, just don't steal my thunder. I'm having it. I'm having that thunder. It's mine. So I will see you when we get a little bit further on again. All right, we're getting close. 230 odd blocks. I know we're probably a little bit over time, and obviously I'm not going to record myself heading back. I'll just do that between this episode and the live stream. But what's worrying is I'm supposed to be within 189 blocks of this jungle's edge, and I am not seeing a jungle. Is that it? Just over the mountain? Oh, wow. Natural mob spawner and floating island. Hello. Yeah, I think that's it over there. What are you? Tea light. There we go. Jungle's edge. That is what we want. That's uranium, which we don't want ever. And I wish I could turn off, but it does not seem to want to. So we are stuck with that. But this is Jungle's edge. This is the location where we are most likely to find the actual tropical gardens. And with in the tropical gardens is where you will find the, what's it called? The hoofers. Probably get some cocoa beans while we're here as well. I'm going to have to ditch some stuff though. But first things first, let's deal with the... Oh, don't like that. It's deep. Tropical gardens that we require. Got to hunt around for those. Cocoa beans, not so much of a problem. So, again, the noise created by the plants mod is, oh, Amarith. Oh, do I probably should. I like that tree. It's a good tree. Yeah, going into the jungle, not such a good idea. Right, we need to be a little bit more ruthless then, don't we? So, let me find a hole. There's a hole. I'm going to chuck the ladders in. I'm going to leave... I mean, I've got so much food, it's ludicrous. Leather I'm going to keep. The redstone I'm going to keep. Tool station keep. Sticks I can make. What have we got? Let me chuck something else in there then. That gives me that. Let me grab some of these saplings. Not really that bothered about the wood. The saplings we'll keep, and the wood we will ditch. As well as anything. Did I pick anything up that I didn't want there? Don't think so. All right. Next thing, we need to find these gardens. That is what we came here for, and that's what we're going to aim to do next. So I will be back once I've found one. We're not going to break them out here. We're going to take our chances. Oh, hello, peacock. We're going to take our chances that there's one. That we get the seeds we want. There you go. Tropical garden. Right, we need to keep our eyes open for those. And as I say, the noise of this biome edge and the plants mod does add to the things. I think it's also becoming winter. Just call me, you know, like it's a sixth sense, but I get the feeling that the world is getting a little bit grayer, a little bit less things. This is an interesting one. Better mossy dirt from better underground. If you break it, it yields, off the top of my head, I think it yielded vines, which is useful if that's what you're after. I'm not after that, so we shall continue on looking for. Oh, damn it! I probably want melon seeds as well. I don't think I've had any melon seeds, so I should. Yeah, right, we can we can do that. That gives me yet another thing, and we'll avoid that. We'll go and grab a little bit of melon. Oh, hello. That didn't work out so well for you, did it? Bit of melon, so that's always good. And then we'll check this, continue checking the jungle's edge. So yeah, I will be back in a little while. Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky. A surface coal seam, which I wouldn't normally bother with, but while we're here, and I've got stuff I can throw. I've got, like, you know, wool, which we can get plenty of because we've got the string seeds. So I don't know whether it's worth getting this or not. You know, it's a long way from home. It's right down there. Look, it's huge, but it is. Oh, hello. Hang on, I just saw something on the map. I've got two of those. If that is what I think it is, then we may be in a bit of luck. It is not what I think it is. It is actually, in fact, a military camp, and I'm not. Well, I could take it, I'm sure, but I'm not in a position to actually exploit taking it. And there's one closer to us to go and play with, so we will ignore said camp, and we will continue on hunting for the fruits of our labour here, the elusive tropical garden, of which I have found a whole 2 so far. Yeah, they are pretty damned elusive. Yeah, back in a bit. Ooh. Now, this is something I don't normally come across, and I certainly don't normally get excited about. This is the old desert temple, and it's a desert temple which is not only out here, but it is spawned right out on the edge of the jungle. So it's, oh, that's a cow. Can we get up here? Let's just see. Right. Yeah, I don't generally. Oh, are you backwards? Ah, we had a bit of a lag there. I don't think you are. You. Oh, the redstone's popped off. I'm certainly not going to complain. Oh, hello. You will be coming with me. Right, I am definitely going to have to do some dumping now. But the question is what? Well, first things first, let's do a quick sort. We can't get rid of that, so we'll do a swap over there, and then we'll do a bit of that, and we we shall lose those, I think. Oops. In there like that. Anything else in here that we really desperately want? Gold is not a major issue. No, I don't think so. I think we can just chuck that down there. The redstone would be nice. Just because, really, it's you know, a waste not want not kind of scenario. I think that's about all of it, isn't it? There might be a little bit. Oh, there's, of course, there's the other chest around here, isn't there? Now, of course, we could do it the nice way, but we won't, because we can do it the unnice way. And that was largely pointless anyway. The pistons are probably more valuable. But yeah, I'm not even bothered about those really. What I am bothered about, however, is it's night time, so we do need to sleep. Anyway, we're out here at the jungle. I'm going to continue hunting around for this, and what we will do, if I can get a reasonable spot, is we'll just get a little screenshot. This can be our screenshot for the episode, I think. So there we go, and I'm going to continue hunting around this area. There is one thing I'm keeping my eye open for. If I find it, I will obviously hang around here so we can continue on from here from the live stream. It's going to be a pain because we're going to have to travel back, but we are on the edge of an ocean, so we might be able to skirt around. And I've only ever seen one of these things once in a dungeon, in a jungle, and that is an ancient warfare jungle tribesman hut tree, and it's basically well, basically what it sounds like. It's a great tree house full of hostile jungle NPCs. So yeah, that's fun. And they generally, you know, try and shoot you full of arrows as hostile jungle NPCs. Get bent. Thank you. Damn thing. Yeah. So we'll keep on looking, and I will see you on the next live stream. But until then, which will of course be the weekend. But until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And remember, crushing cows into, hello little fella, into jars using anvils doesn't work in the real world, so don't try it. I'm sure none of you will, but given the Minecraft passion for preventing obvious and stupid cruelty to things, aka dolphins, and yet we're going to be able to kill endangered turtles. I think it's you know, implicit that I need to point this out to people so I don't get blamed for it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon, and bye for now.